Okay guys, I wanted to do a video today that's a little bit different from what you typically see here on my channel. Today's video is basically being influenced by the influencers. So I've gathered a few things and they're kind of scattered around me here. Not a lot, so this shouldn't be a very long video, but I've gathered a few things throughout my home that I was inspired, influenced, if I'm real, to purchase from social media influencers that I watch on YouTube. So if you're like me, and I know it happens, if you're a home decor person and there's so many YouTube channels out there, we see things that we fall in love with and then we click on them, and your next thing you know, we out purchasing them, right? So I just gathered a few things throughout my home where to share with you guys that look, we all alike. I was influenced by the influencers. So to start off, I'm going to start right here on my left, since it's just one thing sitting over here. And this is about the basket, not so much the floral that's in the basket. So this basket, and I've got some notes here so I don't lose track and make sure I want to credit the influencer as much as possible if I can remember which ones, because some of these things were shared on several different influencers pages. So this particular basket I saw on Evelyn Hernandez. And if I can remember the name of her channel and find it, I'll link it. If not, I'll just put her name. But that's where I saw this basket at. Now, since I saw this basket, it's been very similar at home. I even saw some influencers have shared it, Walmart, and then obviously Home Goods, Home Sense. Very similar baskets can be found as well. And let me just check here to make sure I'm not missing other places. Okay, so I think I mentioned everything. I did get mine from Hobby Lobby. And I just fell in love when I seen this. I wanted to bring in a different texture. And this particular basket is styled here in my office. And I just plopped in these tulips. These are those Real Touch tulips. And I think if you look at my office reveal video, I was talking about how I wanted to add some additional height to this. So I was looking for initially another set of the tulips. But as you can see, I did find some more tulips. If you can see here, these are your normal size. Then I found these on Amazon. They're much smaller, but they're identical. The leaves on the smaller ones is a brighter green, and then the leaves on the larger is a little bit duller. But I think what made this basket is these little picks from Hobby Lobby. Look at that. When I put those in there, and this is only 2 stems of these, I just thought it did wonders for the arrangement itself. It gave it that whole just full whimsical. I just love it. I was looking for the additional height, and it's everything to me. That just was the finishing touch. So that's the item number 1. When I wrap up the things, finish sharing the things that I've gathered here, I am going to go back and at the end of this video kind of drop in how I've chosen to style those things throughout my home. So watch to the end, and then you'll see how I styled each of those things. So next up is this white ruffled bowl. Now, what's different? I mean, you've seen these bowls everywhere, right? I know you have. But what's different about this one, look how big it is. This bowl is huge. And these scallop bowls are just all the rave. You see them everywhere. Again, Home Goods, Home Sense, at home, everywhere. All the decor stores carry some version of this bowl. What sold me on this one, and I do have several throughout the home. I have one, I think, styled in my book case here in the office. I have one on my nightstand in my bedroom. They'll sprinkle throughout the house. But what sold me on this particular one was the size, and it's not a bright white. It's white, but it's not that bright white that doesn't match. So I love that. And mine I saw on Life with Kelly. So Life with Kelly All Day is actually the name of her channel. And she was doing a shop with me in Aldi or something of that nature. And when she showed this bowl, I was like, oh my God, I have got to find that. And I went out to my Aldi. We have two here in my city. And I went out maybe like a day or so later, and they still had it. And I'm holding this up because I'm looking for the price on it, but I may have already taken it off. But this bowl, if I'm not mistaken, this bowl was like $9.99. Like what? $9.99. And that's what I mean about, looking items for the low. I'm all about low. And this was one of those things for me. It did it, and the price just took it over the top for me. Okay, so the next thing on my list is, and I have two items that I saw on this YouTuber's channel, and I purchased these at the same time on the same day. And it's this. Look at this. And some may say that it's just a bowl, but look at this thing. It's handmade. That's what made me fall in love with it. It was crafted from India. And these weren't the cheapest. I mean, sometimes, again, I've said this before, you have to take something that's a little bit more pricey. And this by no means is an expensive item. It's affordable. It was only $29.99. But not everybody wants to put, $30 on just a little bowl, right? It is absolutely gorgeous to me. And that's the thing about decor. It's just like fashion. If it's where makes your heart pitter patter, and decor just does that for me. Fashion, I tell one of my friend girls all the time, she has an eye for fashion. She can put something together, and it's just as simple, casual, but it's just the way she put it together is beautiful. I can't do that. My brain doesn't function like that. But when it comes to decor, that's my area. I can do that. My eye can gravitate towards something, and I can know that it's that perfect piece for my home. And this was one of them. And this is the other piece. Again, I purchased these at the same time. Look. Same, crafted from India, handmade. You see the texture. It's not perfect. That's what I love about it. It has that aged look. And again, I want to think actually this one may have been $39.99. But for me, it's everything. I fell in love with it the moment I saw it. Let me be careful putting that back. And I saw this on, let me see here, be sure. Signed Andrea. I think that's how you say her name. Signed Andrea. That was her channel where I saw these at. And the minute I laid eyes on them, I was like, oh my God, those are gorgeous. And immediately I didn't run out I gotta. But every time I went to Home Goods or Home Sense after that, seeing that on her video, I made it a point to look for those bowls. And then, a week or so later, I stumbled across them. And I just think they are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so on to the next item. Is this book holder. Now this is just a simple little, it's two pieces. It's slided, where they slide right into each piece, just slides into the other. Okay, if I can slide it back in there. Yeah, it slides right into each other. And I have this on my coffee table in my living room. And obviously, the black fits my aesthetic. I love it. It's not a real small piece that has a nice little size to it. I don't remember the price of this, probably like $20. Um, but I got mine from Kirkland's, and I couldn't, because it's been a while since I've had this. I probably had this um, early on when we first started the home build process. And so I don't exactly remember which influencer's channel that I saw this on, but I know I saw it on YouTube, and I immediately, now this is one that I pounced on almost immediately. Went to Kirkland's, couldn't find it. I did go to Kirkland's website, and it was sold out. It actually let me purchase it, and I was so excited. And then, like a few days later, I got a notification that it had refunded me because the item was out of stock. And I watched it and watched it, and then finally, it came back in stock online, and I jumped on it, and I was able to secure it. Love it. And the next item, this is a 2-piece set. It's these candle closures. I think that's how you say it. Look at it. Now that may be so simple to some people. Maybe like, girl, what? But for me, and then look, how cute is that? Fell in love. And I've had these for a while now. And I think I purchased these, and I did see them, I think, if I'm not mistaken, still in stock on Amazon. But that's where they came from Amazon. Love them. The top is removable. Be careful, because you get these, that is glass. And I have not found the right size candle for these. The candles that I already own was either too short or too tall. So I've got to source some candles to put in these. But I have them styled now, that I'll share with you guys, as I mentioned toward the end of the video. And they look fine, but I think at some point I do want to add the candles to those. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I tried to go back and look, and I could not find the video, but I want to think I saw these on either Jenna Pierce or Kristen McGowan, one of those, or either to vacuum till what is it? What's her channel? To vacuum do us part. One of those ladies, I think, but I could not find the actual video that I saw these. But I think they are absolutely beautiful. The next item, and then this is a simple little thing, but it matched the aesthetics in my home, and it was cute. My mother-in-law does live with us, and I wanted her to have visibility, at night if she gets up, go to the restroom or whatnot. So I did, or she has to come out of her bedroom, because she has access to a bathroom from her bedroom. But if she had to come out in the night, to the kitchen to get water or whatever, I wanted her to, be comfortable and be able to see without having to turn the large overhead light on if she didn't want to. So I put these at a few different spots right home, and sometimes I do turn them on at night, or she'll turn them on. Now the thing about these, look how sleek that is and how cute that is, and you do plug that up, and then it's got this little bar here that you slide for the brightness. If you just barely turn it on, it's low, or you can turn it all the way up, it'll get bright. Now, what I did not realize when I purchased this, and it worked out okay, I'm okay based on where I put them at. But what I thought when I initially purchased these, and I don't know if, because obviously I threw the box away, and I didn't really read a whole lot. But I thought it was censored. I thought you leave this on, turn this on, leave it on, and it was censored. And it would only come on if you sense motion or whatever. That does not appear to be the case. I did that and stayed on all day and all night. So when I can remember, when she remembers, we just slide them up a portion of the way and leave them on throughout the night. But another super cute, simple item, really cheap, Amazon. And the other thing, I can't, get up and show you this item because it's a large console table, but I will have the styling of it at the end of this video, so you will see it. And I think I saw this either on TikTok or Instagram. And I could not find the video, but I was completely influenced to do this. Now, this is not one that I purchased. This was an item that I had to build. But there was a content creator, female content creator, and she built this console table. And I was like, I had this space in my hallway that required a narrow, long table, or at least it's what looked best in the space. Something narrow, something long. Searched high and low, could not find it all. Every store I went into, online, every store I could think of, and nothing, the specs just didn't work in my space. And I stumbled across this content creator, don't know the name because I could not go back and find the video. At one point, I even had a picture in my phone that I would have been able to get that information, but I've since deleted that after I made the table because now I know how to make the table. I didn't need the picture as a reference anymore, so I deleted the picture. So I had no reference to go back and, credit the person that I first saw this. But anyway, I say all that to say I was completely influenced. Her video told you, based on her table, what kind of wood, all of that, the size, the pieces, the number of pieces and all that. So I took what she shared and then I obviously had to cut down, to make it fit my space. Because again, I was looking for certain specs to meet my footprint. And so I will share that with you guys at the end. So that's it. Just a few items, quick video. And then, like I said, I'll show you how I've styled all these things. But, all of us, if you like me again, if you're here watching this video, you're probably a decor lover. So again, if you're here for inspiration or you just want to see how I'm, moving about my home and turning this, new build house into a home for my husband and myself and my mother-in-law, keep watching. I'll keep putting up videos like this, but today's inspiration was, just wanted to come a little bit different and share a few things throughout my home before I continue on the path of sharing each individual room space. So again, thank you guys for watching. Let me know which item is your favorite, and if you like how I styled them up. If you don't, give me some recommendations. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. We are growing, so I appreciate you guys. I love you guys for supporting me. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll share this other half.